What is good, y'all? Welcome back to the Pro. Welcome back to a brand new video. We are here. We are back. It has been a minute, but man, we are back with some Miami Heat basketball. We are on a 3-game winning streak, y'all. Believe it or not, this team, after being down in the dumps, after losing to Boston by like 20, 30 points, we barely put up 90 points in that game. We come out, we beat LA, we beat Phoenix, and we beat the #1 overall seed in the NBA, Cleveland. That is nothing to just shrug off, bro. That is a very, very good, thing to do in this league. Beat good teams. I mean, that is something the Miami Heat have struggled doing over the past few seasons. They've always won against the worst teams, but especially against the Western Conference. I don't know when the last time we beat Phoenix was. Maybe in 2022 when Jimmy blocked Booker to win the game. And Cleveland always gives us problems, especially on the glass, because of their too big lineup. But this game, no. The Miami Heat played Miami Heat basketball. They said, you know what? We're not going to, live by the narrative that you guys are the top 3-point shooting team or the best rebounding team. We're going to take advantage of the fact that you guys, even though you're a good rebounding team, we're going to make it scrappy. We're going to do it with the guards. Tyler Herro had 6 rebounds. Jimmy Butler had 3. Terry Rozier had 9 rebounds as a guard. The guards had crazy rebounds, bro. And yeah, Bam had 13. But you see Terry Rozier with 9 rebounds. You see Tyler Herro with 7 rebounds. Like, that is getting it done. When your guards are rebounding the ball, I mean, that is something you want. Drew Smith also had 4. Haywood Highsmith had 5. Our smaller players were coming up with big boards. Did the Cavs shoot well from 3? Yeah, they did. They shot 42% from 3. But the Miami Heat did better. They shot 43%. When the Miami Heat are shooting the ball well from 3, they are a very, very, very tough team to beat. That is one thing we can say about this team, and it's been true since I don't know how long, that the 3-point shooting has been the swing skill for this Heat team for years and years. Like, you go back to 2023 when the Miami Heat were the 8th seed and then they made it to the finals. The one thing that drastically increased, obviously Jimmy Butler's play increased, the level of play increased dramatically, but so did the 3-point shooting. The Heat were a bottom 5 3-point shooting team in the regular season that year, and in the playoffs, they were #1 by far. And 3-point shooting has always been like the thing that makes or breaks this team. And at the moment, we are shooting the ball really well. Now, the issue with having that much reliance on your 3-point shooting is that if you have a game where your shots aren't falling, it's going to be tough to win if you're the Heat, because they do not have like the firepower that a lot of these other teams do. But this season, that has the chance to change, because one man is taking a leap on this team, a leap that to me puts him into the all-star conversation firmly, and he should be in San Francisco as an all-star in February. Tyler Herro, take a bow. I mean, my goodness, man. The guy is just on an absolute tear this season. Like, he is going crazy. And the biggest thing that really just makes me proud over these past few games is that in these past 2 games, Tyler Herro has had these numbers against Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. Probably the 2 best shooting guards in basketball. Them and Anthony Edwards, I would say, are the 3 best shooting guards in basketball. And Tyler Herro had 2 amazing games against both of them. Not to mention Devin Booker is his idol, or the guy he looks up to when playing. He's doing this against star shooting guards. He's not just doing this against bum teams or bad shooting guards. The Suns and the Cavs are both really good. The Cavs have the #1 overall seed in the NBA. Prior to tonight, they've only had lost 3 games. They are a very, very, very good team, man. And Herro carried the Miami Heat. Now, he had help. I thought the whole starting lineup played really well, apart from Haywood Highsmith, who struggled a little bit, but he had his moments with his 5 rebounds, and he was also, I believe he was a +9. Bam chipped in with 16, 13, and 6. Duncan Robinson had 23 points. Jimmy Butler had 18, 3, and 5. He shot 8 free throws. Terry Rozier came off the bench with 14, and 9 rebounds, like I said before. I mean, when you're getting this contribution from this team, it's very, very difficult for them to lose if all of these guys are playing. Now, the biggest thing that we need to see from this team is consistency. Can they keep this up? Now, we know that Tyler can. We know that, Bam has the capability of doing so. Jimmy has the capability of doing so. For Bam, it's more of like a confidence thing. I believe he does have the skill set, and he's been on a good tear these past few games. I think these 3 games that we've won, a lot of it has to do with the fact that these 3 games, Bam has been especially good. Like, he has struggled immensely to start the season. He's shooting really bad on layups, but over these past games, he has had good games, and it's no coincidence that these games are resulting in wins when Bam is playing well. Because Tyler is already playing well. Once you add Bam to the mix, it makes it so much easier for Jimmy and the other guys to just do what they have to do. We know what we're going to get from Jimmy. Sometimes he looks like he doesn't want to be there. Like, not literally, but just figuratively on the court. He just looks like he just is just, going through the motions or whatever. But we know that in big games, he gets charged up and he's ready to go. The biggest thing is, are you going to get 23 points from Duncan Robinson again? Is he going to be shooting 4 or 6 from 3 again, in the next game? Are you going to get 14 and 9 from Terry Rozier? Are you going to get 11 points from Drew Smith? Those are the 3 things where I'm like, listen, these are the things where we have to, improve consistency on. Like, we are already confident enough in Tyler Herro to not probably have 34 again, but he's averaging 25 a night. He is more than capable of doing this night in, night out. Bam Adebayo, we know what he's capable of, and same with Jimmy. So we just need the others to consistently step up the way they have over the past few games. One thing I've liked over these past few games is Drew Smith, and his emergence over these past few games since he's been healthy has been really, really big. Like, he's been very good for this team over the past few games, and I actually owe Drew Smith an apology because I wasn't really sure why we signed him, but now it's clear. I mean, they see something in that front office. They see something in Drew Smith. Obviously they saw something in him last year. He got hurt. They see something in him now, and you're seeing him, play well. You're seeing him get good minutes. You're seeing him have good defensive, plays, and then offensively, he's working on that 3 ball. He shot 50% from 3 tonight, 3 for 6 from 3. I mean, he is a good rebounder. He's a bigger guard, so he's contributing. That's all you can ask for from a guy who's playing right now. And they did this without Pelle Larsson, who missed tonight's game. The biggest thing that I want to see this team fix is the backup center position, because I'm not really sure what you can really rely on on Thomas Bryant and Kevin Love for right now. Defensively, they are really, really terrible. Both of them, they're just not good defenders at all. So it's really tough to play with either one of them. You have a guy in Khalil Ware in the G League who's kind of going off right now. Hopefully he takes a step this season where, you are ready to just throw him out there as a backup center. But if not, we're going to have to roll with these two or figure out something else, because, that's all we have right now. That's all we got. But anyways, man, it was a great, great win. Listen, this could just be like a 3-game stretch where they're fooling us, or it could be something we can actually build off of. I'm just excited because we haven't gone on a 3-game winning streak the whole year, and we are currently up to 5th in the Eastern Conference. We are shooting really good, well from 3. We are top 10 defense. We are very good at taking care of the ball and not committing turnovers. Our offensive scoring has improved from bottom 10. We are currently hovering around the middle of the pack at 17 right now. So we are improving. And it's good to see. Back to the 5th seed in the East, half a game ahead of Milwaukee and Atlanta, and a game and a half behind New York. I mean, in this Eastern Conference where you don't really have a team besides maybe Boston who's really had a chokehold on it, you can make some noise. Orlando's missing 2 stars. Cleveland, we just beat them. New York hasn't really figured it out defensively yet. Milwaukee's had up and downs. Atlanta's had ups and downs. And then what? Brooklyn, Indiana, Chicago, Philadelphia's all the way down at 12. We can actually do something if we take our game seriously this season. That's my point. The East is so wide open. There's only one team that's really proven it in the playoffs, and that's the Celtics. I'm talking about currently. Obviously, the Heat have done it in the past, but right now, like over the past year, the Celtics have proven it, and they are still, in my opinion, the team to beat in the conference. But apart from them, I'm very confident that we can beat any team in the East. Like, if we lock in, if we play to our full potential, we can definitely win against a lot of these teams in the East who are ahead of us in the standings and behind us in the standings. But who knows? Next game, you could see the Miami Heat go back to who they are, an inconsistent team, and they could just lay an egg next game. We don't know that. So we'll have to see. I'm not really even sure who we play next. I think we might be playing somebody who's not as good as Cleveland. I know that for sure. Is it Toronto? I think it might be Toronto and then Detroit, I'm pretty sure. And then I think we have OKC in there at one point as well. So schedule's not, terrible. You have games like OKC, who's going to be a tough game. Orlando, 2 games. I mean, Orlando's missing 2 star players. They're missing Paolo and Franz with the same injury, so we'll see what happens with that. Atlanta's been hooping. Houston's been playing really well, so it's gonna be a little challenging. It's not gonna be too crazy, but we got to see if we can take advantage of the 3 home games that we have in the next 5 games. So we'll see what happens, man. Listen, it's been really, really, really good to just watch this team win. Watch the jump that Tyler Herro is taking. I mean, I'm so happy for him. I mean, he deserves every single, news report out there. Like, he should be an all-star for sure. I completely, I'm going to revolt against the NBA if he's not an all-star, because this guy deserves it more than anybody. Like, he's been putting in the work. He's been doubted all year by fans. Like, we did not think he could do this right now. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't think Herro had this in him. I really didn't. I thought he was going to be a consistent 20-point per game scorer. But, bro, what he's doing this year is something that I'd never imagined him doing. And I am so sorry for ever doubting him, because this guy has proved me wrong. He's proved a lot of fans wrong. He's proved himself right. And he is hooping. Shout out to Tyler, man. But, yeah, that's all for today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let's go Heat, man. Peace.